What is up, YouTube? HPJ here. And today we're going to be going over Twitch, live streaming, and Let's Play. So as many of you know, for my 15th anniversary, I've been talking about the things that I've done over years. And one of the big ones was, of course, live streams and Let's Plays. And while they were here for a good portion of time, um, I have decided to still not go back to them. I have my reasons, and it's part of the reason why this video is being made, so I can discuss those things. Now, for those who want a time frame of when I did actually live stream, that was between the years of 2017 to 2019. Then I came back in 2021 and then stopped in 2023. So that is at least approximately 4 separate years, 4 to 5 separate years, especially considering where I stopped and where I started. So it was definitely a roller coaster of things because initially when I started making content, I did not expect myself to do live streaming. Actually, I never knew what live streaming was till I started watching people on YouTube and on Twitch do live streams. So from there, I said, okay, I want to do this. I want to experience live streams. And I did for a minute. For a couple of years, I ended up doing the whole, live stream situation. I thought I did it, or at least handled it as best as I could. But after a while, and after a lot of things that had panned out, things just didn't work out well, unfortunately. I did experience being a live streamer. I did do some Let's Plays before then, but the Let's Plays didn't really stick. I had a lot of issues going back and forth with things. And of course, equipment will always be the downfall to anyone who wants to record stuff live. So I initially said, okay, well, that was the gist of it. Well, that was the gist of things in terms of Let's Plays. Because, Let's Plays, I watched a lot of people for years. I was watching Chuck Conroy. I was watching, I was watching Chuck Conroy, Super Gaming Brothers, FTCR, Hellfire Cons. I still watch a lot of them to this day. And the crazy thing about it all was that after a while, I really didn't know where I wanted to do, because at that point I was really it was very difficult because I wasn't able to grasp everything in one area. So I did. And that's when I decided I wanted to do live streams, because I felt it was more easier to do a live stream than it was to sit there and just poke around hours editing stuff here and there, trying to get the right frequency. I was recording from a phone at that point in time as well, so that's even more irritating. Where, oh no, I have to stop doing all of this stuff because someone had to make a phone call to me, and then I had it was just ridiculously crazy how things were going. So I had stopped at that point and decided to just focus on doing live streams. Which, that for itself worked out for a while, till everybody wanted to just interrupt in the middle of things, but it's like, I really don't need this. So, I did my best for those couple of years, and then, we go back to, what was it, because I stopped for a while. I did stop for a while. I stopped around 2019. There was a lot of personal stuff still going on in 2019 that I don't really care to discuss at the moment, but I went through it, and then I initially came back after a friend of mine, who I had known for a period of time, decided he was going to do live streams. He was live streaming everything, and I was like, oh, I bought this laptop. Why don't I try live streaming? And I did. I did it for 2021 into 2023. Because my last official live stream was in 2023. I know this because I have the records to show that. And I was very shocked um, how well I did things, how informative I got with things, and I really did enjoy it. But it was a lot of getting to that process, through that process, or getting to a certain point where I was like, oh yeah, this is not going to work out for me. And it did stem itself from a lot of the things I'll bring up, of course, in the video, where, you know, live streaming isn't for everyone. We all tried, we all did our best to get through things, but it was just a very unfortunate timing, or maybe just unfortunate situations at hand, because I tried to force myself to do things with live streaming that unfortunately just didn't work out well for me. You know, I went into live streaming with a lot of hope that it would allow me to be on that level of respect that everyone else was getting, while also being able to have a bigger platform, or grow the platform that I have, to really, you know, hit some more milestones, which I didn't hit many. And sadly enough, by the tail end of it, I was already done. I was burnt out. I was completely just tired. I had already went through enough stuff as it was, because by the end of 2022, early 2023, I got really sick. Really, really sick. They told me, hey, like, it was a lot. If you guys don't remember, um, around this time 2 years ago, I had issues with my gallbladder. I had issues with my teeth, and it was just a circus of what the fuck. So during that period of time, I had to go have my gallbladder removed. Jumped up, turned around, had to remove the abscess in my mouth, because baby, I was I was in pain. I was going through it all. So I had to cancel everything. I canceled every live stream, every recording. I told everyone I'm on hiatus right now till I can get back, because all my medical stuff needed focus. And it did. Once I got everything together and I ended up coming back, which ironically enough was towards the spring of 2023, I got sick again. And that point in time, the last live stream that I did canonically was Pokemon Platinum. I never finished Pokemon Platinum, which sucks, because I really, really wanted to finish Platinum. Because I wanted to go from Platinum into Gen 5. I don't know how I was going to work Gen 6, but I at least wanted to get up to Generation 5, and unfortunately I didn't. Because I already did 1 up to 4 at that point, and I just unfortunately didn't make it to Gen 5. I would have loved to make it to Gen 5, because Gen 5 is one of my favorite generations, but it just didn't work out how I intended to. I did play a lot of content through it all, and I don't exactly know, in my eyes, what pinpointed it's this, you know, unfortunate situation, but I have a lot of reasons of why. One of the things that I've always said was that an audience is what builds the channel. And unfortunately, my audience wasn't big. I tried to extend it by going to others, um, asking for assistance. There was a lot of channels from bigger, you know, YouTubers and Twitch streamers that they, you know, allow those who follow them to share their media, share their live streams, their let's plays and stuff like that. And those are the people that I like to follow, because they're not looking down on anyone. They're not shaming anyone for, you know, being a small channel. Because at the end of the day, we all just want to have fun. We want to, you know, enjoy people's company, and we just would like to be loved. And throughout the period of time in which I did it, I really, really tried, but it was just so hard. And I didn't have a big turnout like most others. I didn't get I didn't make it through the whole thing for Twitch, because even though I streamed for a period of time, I never made affiliate. And it's very hard to make affiliate, because you have to have a certain amount of views from a certain amount of people in a period of time. And if you don't have that certain amount of views, and then you have to keep that up, it makes it difficult. And I don't know how much more of it that I could have taken, because I was pulling out every stop that I could. I wasn't being racially insensitive. I wasn't being a complete asshole. I wasn't sitting there making, comments that were out of my character. I stayed within my character. But after a while, it just very much seemed like another situation of, if you're not playing kiss ass, or you're not, being belligerently fucked up, then it's just no point of doing it. So, because I didn't have that audience, I didn't have that massive wave of people behind me, it ultimately turned me to just stop doing the live streams. Because remember, I did a lot of them. I was doing Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Puzzles and Dragons, Sonic, Mario. I was doing a whole shebang of things. And after a while, and even when I was sick and came back, I was still doing a couple of things to basically just even out stuff. And at that point in time, I just said, okay, I'm looking at my numbers. My numbers aren't adding up. I'm looking at my, reviews. Things aren't adding up, because Twitch had issues with bots. This is when Twitch's bot situation got really, really bad. This is about 20... When did we have the blackout? That's 2022. So yeah, 2022 was really, really bad situation for everybody, because people were getting spammed with bots. The bots, Twitch never handles situations like that really good. So a lot of people had to rely on each other. Shout outs to ServyBot for being there and taking on the roles that Twitch itself should have. Monitoring the bots and trolls and stuff like that. And it was a very, very long process that a lot of us had to go through. So at the end of it, when everything panned out, I was just like, it's not even the fact that I have so much attached to me. It was the fact that I was doing, a whole lot in one wave, and it just was like, I don't know, it just didn't really pan out for the years that I put, into everything. So I put a good portion of years into it. So it was like 17, 18, 19. I came back for 21, 22, 23. So that was a good 6 years. That was at least 5 years of streaming content. And I still have a lot of it pre-recorded. I put it all on an archive channel. Most of it is still on my main channel. I just haven't had a chance to move everything over. So it's been a lot. It really has. It literally has been a lot. And I did want to eventually come back to it. But then I thought about it. Was like, if I come back to it, will things change? And I don't know if things will change, because I'm not a people person. I'm really not big on, God, I had so much to deal with, because I had so many different, things that I had to figure out. I had to do this right, do that right. I had to make sure I didn't have noise going on in the background. It was just a lot going on. So I eventually said, okay, I'm just going to walk away. I walked away. I don't have any regrets. I don't have any real negatives to it. It's just that it didn't work out for me like I wanted it to. It wasn't really I'm hoping for something big to come. Let's hope this comes. Because it just didn't. Honestly, it really didn't. And I did enjoy the process of people that I made along the way, and the friends that I made online from it. But initially, yeah, I had to walk away. It didn't work out for me, unfortunately. And do I want to come back to it? I mean, I do. I would love to go back to streaming, but I want it on my terms. I want it with a more elaborate audience, and working on getting that audience there is going to be the biggest thing. But I mean, like they told me, I had everything else ready. I had the followers. I had the I had everything but the views. I had everything but the views. that was the only thing stopping me from being an affiliate. And I really did try to figure out, hey, like, where do I stand in these motions? And no one really had a motion to really, like, say this is what's going on. Because I made all the content that I could. I did everything possible. I was playing games. I was, leaving things around to tell people, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm going to be streaming for, and all of this and that. But it just unfortunately didn't pan out. Did I have raids? I had like 4, maybe 5 small raids, a few raids. And even then, it was just like, it wasn't enough to keep people around. And hell, I even streamed for hours just to try to pan things out, but it just didn't work out, unfortunately. It just didn't. So, yeah, that was pretty much the longevities of it. My channel, my archives are still up. They're still on YouTube, because I made a whole second channel. I wish I made a second channel initially when I started, because then I would have kept a lot of things together too. But there's always the download button. I can always download my other content and move it, so that way things can be, on that channel. But I recently did try to do some little videos to see if people would see and come back. But as it turns out, no one wants to see me play Puzzles and Dragons, so it's alright. I try. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And the major lineup of things that it had for this channel, because literally I did have a portion of time that was dedicated to live streaming. Wasn't the best, but it was a try. So with that said and done, I'm going to wrap up the video here. Thank you guys so much for listening in on this portion of the channel. I still have about 2 more videos to go through. And once I go through those videos, that's pretty much it. I'm going to start uploading the content by tonight at the time of this recording, so that way things can be on the channel. I can start deleting the rest of things. Actually, no, the video's already up on the channel. I have shorts that I need to finish up and put on the channel, and then once I do that, then I can move on and go into other things. So thanks everybody for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, as it helps out tremendously. You can hit the notification bell to be informed of when I upload more content to my channel. The socials are in the description box below, and of course you guys can check out my previous content and more with the video and previous content as well. Thanks everybody for watching, and HBJ signing out. Take care.